my story and my welding journey and what I've done with welding. So to start, basically started in high school. I uh, I wanted to learn something to where I didn't have to go to college after high school, and sure enough, my high school offered a welding program. So I enrolled in that and was super excited about it. I was talking to my dad at the time, and it's like, yeah, welders do pretty well for themselves. I was like, great. I didn't want to go to college, so I enrolled in that, and that's kind of where my journey started with welding. I learned the basics of welding in high school and really enjoyed that. Was able to do a lot of cool projects, little knick-knack things, and really learned kind of how to weld there. And from there, I graduated high school and applied in different welding positions at different companies and ended up getting my first job, and was super excited about it because I was making at the time $16 an hour, and in 2011 for a kid fresh out of high school that was pretty good money, and I was super excited about that. And over the years I worked for different companies doing different things, and gained a lot of experience and did a lot of really cool projects working for these different companies, anywhere from building handrail for the University of Hawaii's football stadium to working on big buildings and doing stuff for Air Force bases. I did some milling and machining stuff, and even built big water tanks, and just had a blast and learned so much and made good money along the way. And I was able to kind of support myself and my hobbies, being I was a rodeo guy. I enjoyed horses and that lifestyle, and over the years working for these companies, I was able to make enough money to take off a little bit of time to really chase my rodeo dreams. And so as I was still working, I built an arena with my brothers and created a ton of memories with them. I was the welder, so they would fit stuff together and I would weld it, and I taught them how to weld, and we had a blast and created so many memories, and it was such a blessing. And from there, I was able to practice my rodeo type competition stuff in that arena, and it was just such a blessing to be able to do that. And I got the arena done and practiced for a while, and decided to go after my dream of being a rodeo cowboy. And I took some time off, got a partner, and went down the road, and quickly learned that rodeo wasn't. It was awesome, I loved it, but it wasn't what I wanted to do with my life. And ultimately, I decided I wanted to start my own business. So I quit rodeoing, and I started doing little projects here and there. I was home. I worked for a company for a little while, welding, and through that, to make some side money, I did some side jobs, and people started noticing that I could weld and do projects, and they would call me, hey, can you build me this? Or my mom wants this built, can you build this for her? Or I need a trailer repair, can you repair this for me? And it was a blast doing little side deals, projects for people, working for a company. And ultimately it led me to the decision, I wanted to really start my own business. I quit rodeoing to do that, but I needed some more confidence, and through all that, doing little side projects for people and gate repairs, I was like, maybe I really can make a go of this and actually create a business. And sure enough, me and my brother, we went after it. We quit our jobs, and at the time we had $400 to our name, but we had a truck and we had a welder. And once again, my welding ability pulled through. We started that business with like I said, $400 and a truck and a welder and some talent and skills. And we just let our friends know, hey, we're starting this little business. We're going to be doing, basic gate repairs or really anything regarding welding and metalwork at the time. And it took off like wildfire, and we started getting job after job and getting lined up with work, and it was so cool. It was awesome. There's so many good people that really helped guide us and really helped us through that time. And all the while when that stuff was happening, I got married and had a baby, and times were tough at that time. I sometimes business was good, but business is expensive too, and I don't know if we just weren't doing things the right way, but sometimes money got tight, and starting a business, you got to put a lot of money back into the business, and so we weren't paying ourselves a lot. And I always just told my wife, I have this skill and I have this talent of welding. We'll always be okay. We'll always make it through because of the skills that I've attained over the years and the welding knowledge that I have. And anyway, we ended up doing a project for a guy, and it really changed our perspective on the direction we wanted to go with our business. And we're like, hey, let's, instead of building custom stuff every time, why don't we start manufacturing? And from there, our business just went insane. We started manufacturing horse and livestock equipment, and yeah, it just really changed the game for us. And now, we started this welding company with $400 and a truck and a welder, and behind me alone, I have $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 worth of saws alone. And I don't say that to brag, but I say that because through my entire journey, I've always gone back to one thing, and that was welding. And it's been such a blessing for me in my life, and it's allowed so many doors and so many opportunities for me and my family, and my brothers and their families now. And it's been a great journey, and it's all been made possible because of the basic trade that I learned, and that was welding. And so I really want to teach people and help it to allow more people to find success in life. Maybe if they're struggling with something, or whatever, even if you just want to learn to weld just to do basic projects. My life, I've done it all from just learning how to weld to doing projects for people, building my mom's stuff and building stuff for friends. And then I started a business, and we started manufacturing, and now I'm training my own team members how to weld. Sometimes we hire people and their personality is so great, we hire them, but they have no welding experience, and we're like, we'll teach you how to weld. And I've been able to even train people how to weld, and train people to weld quickly. Like our training process in business is super fast. I could have somebody that has zero experience in welding, and we can get them trained in less than a week, and then they're welding our products. So all through this, welding has just been such a blessing in my life, and I came to the realization that I really wanted to teach people how to weld, not for publicity, but to help people, to genuinely help people, because it has helped me through the thick and the thin in my life, and has blessed me with so much. And I wanted to do the same for other people. But anyway, that's kind of my story. Started with humble beginnings, but things are looking up, and I'm ready to help other people learn how to weld, and to teach them the trade that has changed my life.